Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Good morning, Brad. Good morning, James. Good morning, James. How are you, sir? Good morning, JD. Joyzane? How you spell? Is that correct? The way I'm saying your name, Joyzane? Steven, good morning. Omer, good morning. Adam S, good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. It's a happy Friday, huh? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? Okay, so sounds good, and let's get this show on the road. It's 8:26. We're looking at NQ. I'm gonna do analysis on across the board here, but we're looking at NQ first. So what we're seeing here is a continuation of the short channel. Let's take a look. So if you look, we had a channel number one. This is going to be channel number two right there from the bigger perspective. And during Globex overnight on Sunday into Monday today, the market closed a candle and reversed it. So that is a continuation pattern. We hit harmony zone number one, harmony zone number two, and we're still showing signs of weakness. Uh, Globex is 15,057.75, and we are literally trading in and around it right now. We're down about 10 points away from Globex, but as long as we continue to trade under uh, 15, 57, and 67, then the market can get into a continuation pattern. When we're looking at the 100 along with the 200, we're seeing a disconnect between those two. So the market is still short, and the prior candle still down on the 200, but the 100 has shifted. So we really need to see at the open a 15,020 and a quarter. And if that happens, then the market will be in sync, and then rallies become shortable against those two big levels. Okay, so we need to understand what are we waiting on and why, and that's what I'm going to be waiting on. And why is because the market will be in harmony at that point, and rallies will become weaker, making us a lower highs, and it will support a swing trade and scalping trades into the next target. And the next target is 14,982.75. That's the level that we are looking at right now. Okay. So what has to happen in order for us to get to that target? We have at the open here in 1 minute, we need to protect the 15,068, and we need to break down to the 21, which is not that far. Okay. Once that happen, then the market structurally is short, and we are looking for a push lower. Make sense? Leo, good morning. We also have uh, 50 NT Rinko Captain setup short that got triggered at a price of 45.75. Let me show you what that looks like. That's a Captain setup short. It's a four candle formation, and we're looking at 15.45 was the trigger. So you're getting close to that 21. That's good. Let's take a look at ES while we're at it here. ES, same type of thing. We're looking at a target of 43.71 and a half, Harmony zone number 1 is 83 by 86. Harmony zone number 2 is 90 by 93. And we're looking for a push lower. Target number 2 is 43.78 half. And as long as we trade and continue to trade under 43.93, then the market is gonna eventually has to close one way or another. Either they're gonna have to take it all the way back up to 43.96 or go down to 43.71 and a quarter. Here we go. So I'm looking at ES also from the 20 NT wrinkle perspective. There is a captain set up long here. So now you're getting a disconnect between how the 50 and the 20 look like. Really, truly, in order for me to even contemplate going short on ES, I need to break 43.77.75. I need to break this structure to the downside. If you look in the past, look what the market did here. They put on a captain setup, ran it up. So in order for us to start seriously thinking short in ES, that 77.5 has to be taken out. ES, all right. So that's also ES on the 6 and 3, and then crude oil. Let's see crude oil. Crude oil, we have a channel on the downside. Inception trade short at 69 and a quarter signal generated. You hit target number 1. Rallies are shortable against that stop of 69.71. Sorry guys, my voice is cracking a little bit. I'm still recovering from whatever I'm recovering from. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, James. Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna let her share hers. We're good for now. We're good for now. So now there's a captain setup switch trade on the 50 NT wrinkle. I'm really contemplating jumping in here. Short. Let's see. All right. So as long as we continue to trade under 45, 45 is a critical level. Nope. Look at that. So 40. So now this is critical level right here. You start heading out to the 53. Two things got to happen. Either you break 65 or you break 24. So we got so close to the 21, but we never really came in with it and closed under there. There's a lot of noise going on here. The first 15 minutes to a half an hour of the morning session, it's advisable for all of us to just spend time with the market and learn the patterns, learn how the market is moving, why it's moving, who's getting trapped, why, and what's working, what's not. So you got to do a lot of mental trading and say, okay, I'll get in here, I'll get out there, this is my stop, this is my target. Did it work? Do 5 of those mental trades and measure how well you're connecting with the market. If out of 5, 3 of them are successful and 2 are not, then that tells me right there that my assumptions in the market are coming through, and then I qualify myself to trade. YouTube. YouTube. Let's see here. I'm gonna put my face on here. Let's see. All right. So that was a critical behavior right there. A captain set up short 45 into the 25. We needed the 21 in order for us to start going short. And then the market flipped around 45 again and start rallying. So we're trading in and around Globex. Good morning, David. How are you? Liquidity sweep. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna post some orders out there in the market, just to make sure that my system is cooperating and there's no delay. Looks okay. It's coming in pretty quick. Good morning, Josh. SNK. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So what's actionable for me? What will get me to actually act? And in which direction? You start punching in above the 82.75. That will switch the 200, and now my bias should be looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity, but I'm going to be fairly. I almost want to see 15,114 and a quarter, so we could clear that high and show a bit more push. But the minute we break this level here right now, where we at, the bias should be on the shorts, on the long side, on a scalping basis, because the overall trend is still short, right? So let's take a look again. So when will we change that bias to a swing trader that is going to be looking for big moves in the market, on the 200 NT Rinko candle? If you start breaking anything above the 150, which is basically this big channel, you break that, then the market will go into a phase where you run up, then come back to retest it. And then we can start looking for stability and swing trades that could be significant on a multi-day uh, basis. Basically, this is what you're going to look for right here. You see how the market runs up, shifts the cloud, comes in and stabilize on the pullback, then boom, runs up. You want to see that. That will make you long aggressive. right here is going to be long, not aggressive. So what that means is I'm going to be trading one contract. I'm going to be looking for quick scalps. Not going to stick around for too long. It's just that's the environment. I need this environment to look like this, or look at that as well on May 23rd, how the market broke that channel and then came back and pulled back, then boom, a big move, right? Make sense? So that's I gotta be very very clear on why I'm waiting and what I'm looking for. So another thing that's happening here, you see this great this zone, that's the Harmony Globex zone. So we need to start breaking above 107 to start breaking away from it. Otherwise, everything here is a trade around Globex. So they'll run it up, then bring it back to Globex, and retest. So the 200 NT Ringo got in sync with the 100, and you have two harmony zones that got flipped. You have harmony zone number one, which is 57 by 47. Harmony zone number two is 32 by 22. And those two zones are support zones to help us protect the pullback from digging any deeper and a reversal pattern. So any long that I would consider here has those two zones as a stop. It's all gonna depend on how much risk you want to take. All right, so they put on, here we go. That's a good pattern right there. That's a harmony. That's railroad long. Okay. So where's the next target of this rotation? The next target is 15,107. That's what we're looking for. Target number two is hit. We're heading toward our target of 107. right? We know the next target. It's 8:45. Like I said earlier, I'm spending some time understanding what's going on here in front of me. 15,107.75. So let's make an assumption trade here. How would I handle that target? We're coming into the middle of the range. Middle of the range on the 200 is that 90, exactly where we at right now. So that's an area where, and it happens to be target number one, two, excuse me. That's a pause area for the market. So how would I handle that? I would like to see a push toward the 75 and maybe 68 and a higher low. They put on two switch trades in a row. That's a signal. So I'm going to buy at 93 and look for a 5 point target and go break even. And my stop is going to be 85. And here it comes. Here you go. Boom. So that's a good assumption there in price action. Okay. So I got 1 out of 5 here. Hey, Leon. Good Juju. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Where you at, Juju? See our target up there to 107 is coming up very quickly right now. So what was the catalyst to this move? The catalyst is that flip on 83. So once we got there, we pulled back. They gave us a railroad long, then two double switch trades into potentially that target at 107. Oh, you can? Okay. Good deal, good deal. Good morning, Sheila. How are you, Sheila? Good morning. And come on, here we go. Boom. It's going to happen here in a second. Here we go. Target hit. Target hit. Very nice. Where's the next target? 15,132.75. That's what we're looking for. Target number 3 is hit on this rotation and looking for the next target. Good morning, Hiba. Bashir, good morning. Welcome to the room. Josiane, I sent you a direct message if you take a look. Yeah, SNK, I do. And I'm recovering nicely. So there's nothing gonna stop us from working out this market. My best trading days are days when I was a little bit sick or under the weather. So I'm gonna focus on reading the market and just but I appreciate the sentiment though. All right, next target coming up. Let's go. I mean that's the market is readable. We understood the price action and look where we're heading to. And that's something that everybody needs to make sure that they notate on their screen. This level right here, it's 134.75 on NASDAQ. That is the FOMC number. You will find, and we have found, that the market react to this level often. Becomes almost like an attractant to price behavior. The market comes up to it, runs it over, comes back to retest it. It's been a critical level in every FOMC meeting. The 1 second before the they announce the Fed fund rate, make sure you mark that price. So for the people that are not familiar with what we do, that's one of those things that is actually is important. It becomes a support and a resistance level for price action going forward. All right, so what are we expecting here? We're expecting us to go up to that 132.75. You don't want the market to fade right here. That would not be healthy for it. So you had multiple rotations. You had the railroad long. Here and here. And then you had two switch trades right here. So the market is, I mean, giving a lot of patterns, long patterns. Omer, I don't know if you jumped in on any of this stuff because this trade is like exactly what you'll be looking for. So, so that's. I wonder if you took it. I'm trying to stay away from trading. Here we go. That's what I thought. All right, target is hit, and the FOMC number is hit. So what typically happens here? I mean, even if they run it up a little bit, they typically pause in and around this area. So just be careful. Um, we're looking for the next target, and the next target is going to be 157.75. Pullbacks are buyable. The new harmony wave is 107 by 97, and harmony zone number 2 is 82 by 72. Yeah, I mean that switch, this switch, those two switches right there, Omer, that was a layup on that one. That 93 and a quarter, that was a good one. So look where we add to from the perspective of a channel. We're literally hitting, we hit Glowback, the FOMC, excuse me, and we're hitting the top end of the channel. I'm expecting, I'm expecting a pullback here, and depending on how the pullback is handled, we can set ourselves for an entry point. Good job, Steven. Good job, Omer. JD, how are we doing? Adam, any action? Brad, any trades? Here we go, 9 o'clock. Pullback is coming. That's what I think right now. What we're gonna see is an attempt at that 1113. We should see that coming up soon. play that game, huh? So they came into the harmony wave and bounced right back up. They're strong. I'm still looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. I was hoping to see a bit of a deeper pullback here, but no luck on that one. The 157.75 is the next target. Here you go. That's the move right there. In and around the zone, you should expect a little bit of back and fill. You should expect that. I mean, very possible. I mean, that's 97, 97 right here. Okay, so they're playing games or they're playing around this FOMC number. Let them do that. All my actions and all my trades are directed toward the longs. I'm not thinking in terms of shorts. I'm just looking for areas to get in, and the market, be honest with you, is giving it to me. I mean, they gave us, this is before 9 o'clock, so okay, we're leaving that alone. But right here, you had yourself a railroad long signal. Well, we got Steven on fire today. Good job, buddy. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. This fucking idiot. Heading toward that 157.75. That's the next target. We're getting higher lows. We're pushing away from the FOMC number. They're consolidating here a little bit. I really want to see that break. I guess that's a little bit too demanding from the market, but it's a Monday. I want to spend as much time with this market as possible and learn it and learn the personality. And we have a long week ahead of us. Yeah, potential 30 NT wrinkle captain set up short at 135. So now you're getting a pullback. So what's happening is we're getting very close to the next target of 157, and the market is is putting couple of setups that are short in nature. If we break 126, which we just did, that is a negative behavior right there. We're seeing early signs of a shift. The 50 NT wrinkle triggered. This is what Omer is talking about right here. See that captain set up short and ended up going 1, 2, 3 candles. Then you had a captain set up long, and you got that huge push. Now you're getting a captain set up short. We're expecting a reversion to the mean type of trade. So that could push us to the 110 to 96. This type of behavior. Okay? So the market on the 200 and the 100 is still in sync on the long side, right? However, we're seeing other patterns within other charts that is not consistent with the bigger picture of being long. So that what that tells me is within the overall trend to the upside, there are pockets of selling pressure that are becoming dominant. So I need to do a couple of things. One of them, watch and see how far they pull back the price and what they deal with the mark. You know what, how they're gonna deal with that pullback. So, for example, if they come into the harmony zone number one, which is 107.97, hold the price and make a higher low, and shift the cloud from negative to positive, well, that tells me that this pullback is confirmed as a buying opportunity, and I can start jumping in on that. Now, on a scalping basis, there are opportunities on the short side right now. Cannot ignore it, and that's channel number one, and I want to see how channel number two is going to be dealt with. So you see that we talked about this before. It's like, okay, when they get to this level, they're gonna break above it and come back around it and test it and play that game. They're doing exactly that right now. Okay, so now what happens if we break 120 again? If they do that, then I'm gonna have a captain set up switch trade short, and I'm gonna take a short signal, or a short trade with only one contract, and I'm gonna go for a scalping opportunity. Okay, so that is a decision I would make if this price structure gets to 120. So this Anna girl that you guys are talking about, where did you find the video? Is it on Apex website? Is one of the interviews that they had, or okay, all right. So that behavior is no. George on YouTube. What are you talking about? Oh, you're saying on YouTube. Okay, I got you. Okay, so let's talk about ES here. Okay, thank you. We've shifted the 50 NT wrinkle, and now we have a potential to go to the next target of 440875. Harmony zone number one is 96 by 93 and 90 by 87 is harmony zone number two, and ES is weaker than NQ. I rather be If I'm gonna be long, I'd rather be long in NQ versus ES due to the differential in the way they're behaving right now. See how close we're getting to that next target, 157.75. If anybody has the link to that video and doesn't mind sharing it with the rest of the room, that'd be great. Pool man, let me see how that will work out. I mean, if it works out for everybody, if I keep it that way, then maybe that's how we're gonna go forward. Because you gotta see my face too, right? So we're in this sideways consolidation zone, right? They're going above the FOMC, coming under it. They're just oscillating in and out. All right. All right. So that's channel number one. Let's see what else we got going on here. That's interesting the way this price action. I mean, it's almost like worth taking a shot at that 120. 120 for 5 points. Yeah, I bet you it's gonna work out. Here you go. And yeah, you're getting a push. So if we start breaking anything under that 105, the 50 NT, the 100 NT wrinkle is gonna close lower, and that tells us right there that there now the market is a two-sided market, which opens up the window for scalping on the shorts. But you gotta break that level, and that level is 107 and a half. If they put on a switch trade at 110, then that's gonna lend itself for a push to the '05 and 100. Okay, so that didn't do it. They didn't do it. Focus, Stephen. Focus. Focus on the next one. Focus on the next one. Let's not. Don't get stuck on one. Part of winning is losing good. All right, so they did this. They're doing similar behavior to this. They generated channel number one. Now they're pushing higher. Um, you're getting a lot of this two-sided market. You gotta break that level, that 107. You can't come in here and just hit it and bounce right back up. Okay, channel number two established. $9.29. Would be interesting, yeah. The 112 here. is an issue. Yeah, look at that. All right, there's opportunities on the short side. Let's see what we're gonna do with it. Let's see if we can run back up a little bit and we can look for a retest of this trend line against 132, 150, 132, 135. All right, here comes the 100 NT Rinko selling into a close right now. Okay, well, here we go. See that right there? That was the key right there. That 119 push. And now the market is a two-sided market. The longs are taking a step back. The shorts are pushing and testing in a more significant way. Yeah. All right, they're in the middle of the range on the 100 NT Rinko. So we talked about this being an area where the market can back and fill, and they are backing and filling. Now we're coming to a critical zone, harmony zone number 2, which is 82 by 72, and they have to hold it here. If they don't hold it, then we can have a complete 200 NT Rinko reversal. And what that tells me, it tells me that the market came in, tested the channel on the downside, and confirmed the short pressure. And we can start looking for a continuation trade that will take us to 28 half, 15,000, and a complete breakdown that will take us to 950. So this fight that they're going through right now is quite critical. How would the longs take control? The longs will take control by doing a reversal here and a higher low, switch the cloud to a positive, break the second channel, which meaning they're gonna have to break the 115, but let me extend it and get you specifics. Yeah, actually better. So from the 110 to the 120, if you start seeing 110 to 120, then you want to look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity against harmony zone number 1. And that will reassert the longs. If we continue to fail those levels and not get there, or any attempts to get there get countered, then that tells you that the probability of a complete reversal and a close below 15,057.75 is very high. And then the scenario of a breakdown in structure is even higher. So where we act is going to be very critical to price action. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so that's what we got going on here. Market sold off, closed at 200, and we're trading in and around Globex. Harmony zone number one is 57 by 67. Zone two is 82 by 92. Now the market is confirming that trend and confirming that push right here. As long as we continue to trade under that 107.75, rallies are shortable against Harmony zone number one and two. And we're looking for target number two at 27. Next target is 15,007. After that, we're looking at the lows of uh, uh, Friday, and that will be 962. From there, we're looking for target number three, which is 909 and a quarter. And where would I be concerned about? Where would I? Where would I start? Excuse me. Where would I be concerned about the idea of a continuation trade? Because you know they're gonna be playing games right here, right? Because they broke below Globex, and now they're trying to retest it and the Harmony zone number one. If we start breaking or getting anywhere close to 90, so from this zone here, 84 to 90, I'm gonna request the market to give me a lot more information if we do that, because that is a serious attempt at reversal. Okay, so as long as we continue to trade under that level, I'm gonna be actively looking for the shorts. If we start getting anywhere in that level, I'm gonna hold back. So now I'm looking at the 100 NT Rinko, and that is disconnecting from the 200. So that's, here we go again. You're getting a disconnect in the overall structure of the market, and that lends itself to a potential push to the target of concern. How would we, like if there is a momentum and a continuation and a trend, how would that would have looked like? It would have looked like an attempt at Globex and this first harmony zone, a reversal, another attempt, and a lower high. Then the market shifts the cloud negative again, and boom, shoots down. That what would be a behavior that's consistent with the trending behavior. What we're seeing right now is a price action consistent with traps and consolidations around Globex. So in essence, what they're done is taking the market above the Globex band into the FOMC meeting, build up a lot of stops and build up a lot of people that think the market is going to really break out, and then they faded all of them. And not only faded them, they crushed them the way they moved that price. Okay? Now they're almost doing the same thing on the other side. They all the people that think the market is going to go short, they're putting patterns here that potentially can reverse that to the upside. And that's why I'm saying I don't want to see the 84, the 85 to the 90 zone, because that will tell me that the market is about to do this to people. So you kind of have to see, you're gonna have to see the traps as they are getting built up, not after they spring it on you. if that makes sense. And the way to do that is by thinking in terms of what if and then scenarios. So this way you're ahead of the market, not just reacting to it. Yeah, I mean, this is not what they need to be. The shorts don't need to be doing that, or yeah, no. So so for me, I'm gonna be asking the market to do a lot here. I want to see a low, I mean, a reversal, another attempt with a lower high. I want to see you breaking below Globex, give me a cloud that is negative. Yeah, we're gonna be asking for that from this market. This is how you jack up so many people. This is how you jack up a lot of people right there. The way they did that price action, man. I'm telling you, you gotta see it before you get trapped in it. You know, this idea of selling, selling, selling right below Globex give everybody the impression of a continuation and a massive sell-off. There's a lot to be said about them and what they done with the sell-off. I mean, it's a significant one. It's not. They did some work here, and they came in right there on that trend line, broke into Globex, and then flush, 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 right below Globex. Then here, right here at 1550, and also on the 57. Those are the two spots where the sellers needed to show up, and the fact that they didn't, uh, and we started to trade above harmony zone number one, is what kind of put me on notice. The fact that they run up here is putting me on a bigger notice. Now I'm asking the market to really come in and produce a structure that is one way or another significant. So either you come up to 107.75, 107.75, or you produce the high, which we just did, another lower high, and then you produce a cloud that is negative. And then at that point, most likely we're going to go back down to Globex at 57.75, and then a continuation trade becomes highly possible. So Christian Thompson, okay, so Globex is the opening price at 5 o'clock Central Time in the futures market. So that is the price that we opened the Globex session. So I programmed it into the software. So this way it's automatically plotted for all instruments. But that's how you do it, though. That's what Globex is. Now, also, we have the Globex band, and that is this whole zone, and that's a statistically significant band, meaning when the price is within it, it behaves in a scalping fashion. When it's above it, it behaves in a trending fashion, and you will find that to be true. All right, so the longs need to kind of trade above that 92 on a scalping basis only. I mean, so you start breaking 92, run up a little bit to the 100, come back and retest this rising support, give me a signal, then I'll take it on a scalping basis to 108. And if they do that, then there's a potential run up back to that 134 and then boom toward that 157. I don't know what that means, Christian. What are the rangers you set around Globax? If you don't mind explaining that statement. What is a ranger? All right, so no run up there. Just remember, I mean, we are in this zone of Globex bands. You're gonna get a two-sided market, and you're gonna get an untrending behavior. Get going here. So, all right, so it's a hundred point. It's about 100 point range on in the globe expands. All right, so we have harmony zone number one and two here, and they're on the short side, and now you got channel number one, channel number two on the upside. So you're getting this mixed market where you have resistance into an attempt at a reversal, and the market is fighting the fight, trying to find its footing. So in this area, you almost need the market to do the following. You want it to rally, which means break this trend line, pull back, and retest the trend line and rising support, and trigger a signal in the form of either a captain setup or a railroad long. If they do that, then that can we can measure risk at that point clearly. Okay, so like right now where they're at, I'm not interested. Like because the market is structurally short. So the longs need to prove themselves in a more meaningful way. So here we go. See how well they're holding on to this trend line. Okay, it's very much so, Frida. Very much so. Whenever when I mean that is if there's anything good about this harmony zone stuff is I know whenever the market is in this zone, I need to put my scalping hat on and I need to be looking for traps because that's what the market is going to be very good at doing is putting on traps whenever we are in the zone. Whenever we start getting out of that zone and holding, you start getting a trending behavior, and then the pullbacks hold up a lot better, and then you have the option of scalping, the option of trend trading and swing trading, and you could turn a scalp into a swing trade in that environment. But whenever you are in this type of environment, you literally have to just go for scalps and just be satisfied with that quick pop and price action and move on. Define the environment. All right, so let's talk about ES. ES is important. So they ran up and reversed it, and we talked about how ES is weaker than NQ, and I'd rather be short on ES. Well, now they're giving us an opportunity right there to go short at 90 into the 93 and have a target of 43.78 and a half. That is the next target. Then once we get to that target, we have target number three, which is 43.53 half. Then we have an outlier target that's going to take a lot of work for the market to get to, but it's possible. And this will be the 42.78 and a half. Okay, so this is set up for a short, and rallies are shortable. Uh, NQ right now shifted. They shifted, right? The 200 and the 100 are in sync, and we got a switch trade. And look, I mean, to the T, they hit that line, come back. They hit that trend line, come back. They hit it again, they come back. So the shorts are coming in, and they're showing conviction. I need to see that. That's a good thing to see. I need to Here we go. I couldn't hitting. I need a rally so I could get involved. I mean, I need to put a trade on here. Damn. This is going to be a statistically significant event to the end of the day. The fact that we came so close to 101 right here at this high and just failed to close at that 107.75. So we missed it by 6 points. Then we trapped everybody into a switch trade into a run up. The fact that we did that, okay, as long as we continue to trade under 82 to 101, that is going to be the high of or the lower high for the rest of the day. So just mark that. This is going to be significant. And the next, half an hour of price action is going to let us know clearly what type of market we're going to be dealing with. You're seeing ES also selling. You're seeing this behavior. The shorts are definitely are showing up their teeth right now. Sorry, guys. Nobody wanna see a sniffling man, but we're recovering, and that's why I'm 7-2 now. Okay, that's good. It's important for me when I feel like I'm not 100% for me to undertrade uh, the environment. So I'm under the weather, but I'm feeling strong and I'm recovering, but I'm not 100%. So that I just need to be just careful and just maybe read the market today, feel better, and tomorrow will be aggressive in getting trades in. You think so, Steven? Trading in front of people is a whole lot different than trading on your own. I can guarantee you that. And if you haven't experienced it, you will be surprised at the difference. Here you go. Uh, Omer is giving you the criteria to do this, Omer. I mean, Steven. What the fuck? All right, all right. Good job, Brad. Good job, Steven. Okay, let me see here. I mean, I could do this. All right, I could do that one. Take that switch trade for 5 points. Keep it simple. Yeah, I mean that was an easy one. I mean, it's just I know it's scary for a lot of people to take a short at the low, but it's a switch trade right at the inception of a new harmony wave, and the market is in sync. At a minimum, I should get like 5 points, which I did, and then the worst case scenario, I'll get stopped out at 27.75, and we could go from there. But it worked. So I broke the. Here we go. It should have went a lot further. To be honest with you, but that's fine. I knew exactly what I was looking for, and I knew exactly where my stop is, and I knew exactly what my target is, and it just worked exactly the way it's supposed to. All right, and this is channel number two, and we're breaking channel number two. So we'll see how far they want to push it back up. We ultimately need to see that break to that '07, and the market's coming in again. if I'm on a swing trade basis, what would I look at, and how do I handle this? I mean, I would have to kind of get short here and have the capacity to manage the trade with a stop of 75 and target of '07, which we're about to have, and then look for the next target below. See, Omer, that 40 NT Rinko captain setup, they failed. That's a big one too. So now we have closed the 200 NT Rinko, and now we have a significant resistance level at that 57. Excuse me. At this level right here, yeah, the 101. We have a significant resistance level at 101. All price actions today is going to have that pivot point as an important pivot point in the direction of that move. Meaning any run up to that level, the shorts are gonna measure the risk against that level. And the next target is gonna be 982.75. Then if we start heading that way, you're gonna see sped up price action. You're gonna see a lot more momentum. And you're getting another switch trade here for another 5 points. This should sell off below '04. I'm gonna pass on it. Stop is 15.5. Yeah, we're coming right on the bottom end of the Globex band, so I don't want to just test fate here, but the odds are we should be selling off into that whole number right now. Here you go. And that target is hit, the 82. Yeah, obviously it got hit, but it's 982.75. Here we go. Boom. Sped up. Target number 4 is hit in this rotation. 991.75. 982.75 is the next target. And once we get there, you're going to see fireworks. Good job, Steven. That's a good. That's a good numbers right there. Josiane, how you doing? Sheila, how are you doing? Steven, you said 8-2. Good job for you. Good, good, good. You're starting to see it. I feel you're starting to really see it. Omer, how we doing, buddy? Hiba, James, JD, how are you doing, JD? All good today. Green. No. SDS. Good job, GED. I mean, look at this little mess here. I mean, they're putting the captain set up. All right. I mean, listen, if they put another, no, they're not. Okay, good, good, good. That's just a bit of a game here, trying to look for a fade, but we gotta close that 82. We gotta close that 82, and it's coming up. Here we go. That target is hit. Fireworks. That's what we should be seeing. Rallies are shortable, and we should see momentum coming in to flush all the lows from Friday. And ES is pushing lower. You have a harmony zone number 1 and 2, and we need, and the reversal of this 200 into Rinko is gonna be the middle of the range. Excuse me, Globex. It's 57.75. So they're trying to stabilize it here. I mean, they have a lot of stops under the 80. That 80. There's a lot of stops under 80. So what we gotta see here is them. They're trying to trap more longs into that subsequent rundown. So you're gonna see a little bit of that push up, and we need to see how well they're gonna hold on to it. I mean, if they put a captain set up short right here at 95, I'll jump in. Meaning they close 95.50. Otherwise, I will have to wait for them to run up to this zone and then. Gonna flatten that trade. It should go down. I made a little bit off of it, but I don't want to sit through a consolidation here. So I may have talked myself out of this trade, but from 95 to 90, that's a 5 points, and you go break even against that high of 15,275, and then you're looking for a push to 85 and 80. There's just so many stops right there, and they're trying to hold the price artificially. And I just don't want to sit through that. But we made a couple of points off of this trade. Because right here, once we got to target number 4, we should have seen speed, and there was no speed, and that's what got me to think, this is a little bit. It's not what they're trying to do here. But I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. So what you're seeing here is the break of that channel, a retesting of it, and they're coming back up there. So that they're trying to stabilize it right here. You have, like we talked about, that 80 and lower. There's a lot of stops sitting there, and they're trying to build them and build them and build them. So I'd rather be short than long, but I'm aware of this pocket of buying interest and how they're holding on to it. So far, they're holding on to it. They're making higher lows while they're testing resistance. So one of these things are gonna have to give in. Either you start giving in the 90 and then you flush the 80s uh, with massive momentum toward the next target, which is 957.75, or you start digging into the 35.45 area. We'll see. I'd rather be short than long, and I'm looking for signals to go short if the market provides them. And I'm fairly clear on what that looks like. All right, so the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. The market is just disconnecting right there. So that's the pocket we're talking about. Thank you for asking, Rockies. Uh, nah, I'm getting better, man. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Thank you for asking. So I'm doing all the right things, trying to rest, take a lot of fluids. I started to take seaweed, so that's making me feel better. So it's just probably a couple of days, another day or so, and I'll be back to 100%. It's not seaweed, it's sea moss. Sea moss. That's what I'm taking. If you guys don't know anything about the power of sea moss, look it up. That stuff is, it's gold. They do it in pill form. They do it in pill form, but I get the gel, or actually I'm not getting the gel. I'm making the gel. So let me show you what I'm talking about very quickly. There you go. By the way, this is not medical advice. Don't come back to me telling me, "Oh, George, I went to the hospital, pay for my medical bill. I'm not paying it." Just let you know, not medical advice. But take a look. That's some of the benefits of CMOS. So I got the actual raw material, and I'm making it into a gel, and I'm taking the gel. Today was my first day taking it, and man, I can tell you, I feel a lot better already. It has 92 of the 102 minerals that your body needs. It's great for inflammation. Uh, I mean, the list of benefits is you can look it up. Hey, trading is not all about just trading. You gotta get your mind right. You get your health right. Um, you gotta put that smile on your face. And the smile on your face is you have a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy trading. That's what harmony is all about. It's the harmony of all the elements that makes you your mind, your body, and your trading system. So we got ourselves a channel here, and it broke that channel number one. Let's see if they produce channel number two. They came into harmony zone number one and target number two and faded. So the shorts are still there, and they're defending, and that is a good thing. No, no, I look at them. I used to trade oil exclusively for years and years and years. Now I constantly look at it. If I see something spectacular, I will jump in. Um, so, but you have to have a focus though. You have to be very very good at very few things because ultimately we're trying to make a living here. Here we go, push lower. So that's crude oil. We're watching it. YM is a good one. Um, let me pull my other. Here we go. There you go. So okay, so crude oil, the critical level is 69.85. You break that, then that's a buying opportunity for a run up to 70.50. Any break under 68.77 will trigger the shorts to the next target, and the next target is 67.55. Russell 2000, you got a channel on the short side. Rallies are shortable. We are in the middle of the range. A close of 1840.4 will trigger a short signal. Gold getting hammered a little bit, right? But you got yourself a channel on the short side. You have to protect 45, and we're looking for a short signal against that 45. ES, you see that? That is on a daily basis, the 50 NT Rinko telling us rallies are shortable. Tesla. Tesla, the opening price is 250. We're trading in and around Tesla, the opening price right now, going through rotation on the short side. Rallies are shortable against the 251.16. I rather see the market really separate away from that range. Either you break above 251.20 or under 248.60 in order for momentum to start picking up. Netflix, you had Captain set up long that failed into this rotation. Rallies are shortable against that high of 420.84. 422.35 is the opening price. NQ on a daily basis, I still have it marked from days back. That's when that 316 the market shifted and broke the trend line, established the channels, and off you go for multiple run-ups. And pullbacks are buyable. Right now, you're getting this behavior that is a short behavior. Okay, so that is something that we need to be watching for in the next few days. This type of behavior can lend itself to a selling pressure that could take us to 691.50 against that high of 218. We're looking at the big picture here, right? Gold. Gold is you started a new harmony wave short, came in, tested a couple times. The pressure is on. As long as we continue to trade under 55.7, this behavior can continue to go lower to the next target. The big target will be 1887.8. We will be concerned about the shorts if we start trading anything above 57. ES, weaker than NQ, and you could see it on a daily basis as well. This type of flushing behavior can take you down to target number 2, which is 43.32. Rallies are shortable against Obviously, on a daily basis, 44.10 on a swing trade basis. That's a big level right now. Apple, not clear here. I gotta clean that up a little bit for you, but 186.77, and the market is trying to stabilize with a higher low. You're looking at 187.04. Most likely, we're gonna start consolidating here. I'd rather be short than long, looking for rallies to short into. I don't want to see 187.30. Spiders. Captain set up short, failed, and then retested it. So this one, confirming this as a resistance between 434 to 434.60. And we're looking for rallies to short into. Like right here, if they close the market at 432.60, that's a short continuation signal. Microsoft selling pressure coming through, and rallies are shortable against 332.31. You're really looking for a one candle reversal to trigger an entry. QQQ selling pressure across the board, or those indices are not holding up here, and you're looking at basically a channel number 2, and shorts on rally against 361.87. You're looking for signals. A signal could be or would be 361 close. All right, so that's important here. They put a captain setup short and they failed it into a run up to Globex. Globex is 33,977. So really, the shorts need to come in quick here and get back down to that below the 90, 920. Otherwise, all you get is a consolidation, and that's pretty much what we've been getting out of YM as well. A lot of, I mean, a run up, a sell off, and a run up. Like this is sideways, middle of the range type of price action. Not the best of trading in YM. Rather, trade the NQ where there's a little bit more conviction and direction. Nvidia. All right, Nvidia. What is Nvidia doing? Whereas 424.54. Well, that's quite a distance away. That was the high. Oh, excuse me. The Globex open, and it's not a Globex open. It's just actually the open of that price at 8:30. They don't have Globex in stocks, right? So 424.54, and we're looking for basically the cloud to shift negative. I'd rather be short than long. And right now we're experiencing a pocket of buying interest. So that's that. Now, when we're looking at crude oil, well, here we go. I mean, we got that push that we were talking about. So now we're heading toward that 669.70 in crude oil. Now, okay, so I'm concerned now. Okay, so to see the 80, we came to the 80 and bounce it right back up. Okay, that's good. You don't want to see 22. Why? 22 is a captain set up long on the 100 NT Renko. That's significant. That will put a base for the market in which we can see higher prices into harmony zone number 2, which is 32 by 42. So you really don't want to see that. If you're short, thinking in terms of short, you want the market to simply stabilize under harmony zone number 1 and give you channel number 1, channel number 2, which we do have, and give us a trend line and a break. So that will put us in a position to trade a continuation trade short. If you start digging into 22, it's literally will change the personality of the market. Okay, so this is going to be channel number 2. I'll draw channel number 1 here in a second. All right, guys. So let's recap this market one more time here before we're done. It's 11 o'clock. I made two decisions. Both of them were successful. One for 5 points, one for a couple points. So those are the two trades that I took. Seems like most people have done well in the room. We're looking for that 22 to hold, and the fact that we are this far into it, that tells me that the 2022 is a distinct possibility, which will lend itself to a bit of a reversal pattern in this market. Like especially if they put on switch trade right here, if they close at 15.25, we're gonna get to the 2022 fairly quickly. So just watch out for that. The market is counter trending right now, and they're trying to stabilize that low and giving the impression of a double bottom. So that doesn't mean they're going to be successful. It's just you just have to kind of understand that's what the market's trying to do. See, they didn't take that 15, which is a good thing. That's a good thing to see. I want to see the cloud shift negative. Then I want to see a signal. If that happens, I'll participate. What I'm gonna do right now is gonna go get some medicine and get lunch, rest a little bit. Then I'll come back and take a look at the market and see where we at. Okay. So another successful day. Hopefully everybody done well, and we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Take care, Adam, James, JD, Josiane, Sheila, Omer, Rockies. Take care, buddy. uh, John Doe, uh, Frida. How we doing, Frida? All right, guys. So that's it for me. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Have a good one.